Всем привет, это канал Resident Game, меня зовут Яна. Продолжаем играть в The Dark Eye Demonicon. Наши герои прибыли в город. И у меня тут задание забрать пайки, которые прислал господин, который хочет жениться на нашей сестре. Так. Мы сначала посмотрим на город. Может, кто задание даст? О, сундучок. Вон женщина какая-то стоит, с ней можно поболтать.
Travi, a smile upon you. Kyron, right?
Have we met?
My name's Rika. If you want to know anything about the city, then I'm the one to ask.
I haven't been here long. How do you know my name?
Is that supposed to be a joke? Everyone's talking about you.
Who would have thought that it would cause that much of an uproar to kill a cannibal?
It's not just about the cannibal. People miss their relatives. The refugee camp has paid a heavy price.
When the next cannibal comes up, they're welcome to make the decision by themselves.
What can I say? I haven't lost anyone. I only mean that the mourners in front of the Prior's temple might disagree.
So, people talk about my sister, and about my future brother-in-law, huh?
Yes, about that too. A marriage to Falk of Arivor, hero of the liberation. That's so romantic.
His Grace the Necromancer's Bane, Warunkian Plague Bailiff, and Metropolitan Yarkon's watchdog.
The girls really envy your sister. Anyone here would marry Falk in a second. The wife of the second highest Rondrian in the country. If I weren't already spoken for, I could get to like that myself.
Так.
What responsibilities does Falk have as a Plague Bailiff?
Strictly speaking, to keep us under control. The Warunkians are afraid of everything that comes out of the camp because of the plague here. That is why they've closed the gates. No one can enter the old city from here without Falk's consent.
Rondrians. Discipline and order.
Someone has to do it. I would rather be locked in here and let them inspect me regularly for pustules than have to fear for my soul outside the walls. The city guard would never be able to manage it alone. They have enough trouble with the real criminals. That's why they need the Rondrians.
What do people have to say about Falk's role in the liberation?
I wasn't there, but it must have been truly impressive. They say he stormed into the upper town first, much faster than the other Rondrians. The necromancers were so afraid of him that they spirited themselves away. He hardly even had a chance to slay any of them.
Так.
Sounds as if Falk is some sort of demigod.
Of course. He's a hero, like you.
You exaggerate.
No, I do not. A hero is a hero, and that's all there is to it. And even if it's not true, why should people stop dreaming that things will get better? That wouldn't help matters any.
What can you tell me about Warunk before the liberation?
By the Dark Mother, a lot has happened since Metropolitan Yarkon and his Rondrians kicked the necromancers out. The undead dragon Razaza ruled here for many years and rebuilt the whole upper town. He is said to have had a splinter from Borbarad's demon crown. He paved the roads with skulls and built a huge golden pyramid on Moloch Mountain. People say that the dragon was killed in a battle in the west when he attacked the imperial city of Gareth. Apparently, he killed half of the Warunkians in order to raise their corpses as undead soldiers for the attack. And that was only a fraction of his army.
Gareth. They say the city was almost completely destroyed in the war. Better than years of occupation like you had here.
Over a dozen years. Then came the thunderstorm, the chariot of the goddess of war Wanderer. Her lightning bolt must have lit up the whole sky. Everyone thought the day of liberation had come. But the Rondrians took their own sweet time about it. Long enough for the Council of Necromancers to settle in, and also for the Soul Collector.
The Soul Collector, a mighty servant of the archdemon Thargunitoth. It is said that he rips your soul out if you get too close.
Yes. Oh well, I found the nightmares worse, because they...
Is it true that he still has the Thargunitoth?
No idea, but there's simply no stopping...
Так.
What exactly distinguishes a metropolitan from a normal Rondrian?
The Metropolitan is the leader of the Rondrians here. Yarkon of Turyalef is a veteran fighter. A real hero. But he serves the goddess of war, Wanderer, like all the other Rondrians. And like the other... If you want to know more, you should ask...
Так,
I think I have a rough idea now. You're already taken? Who's the lucky one?
Rio. My beautiful
Look at you.
Rio. He wasn't quite as handsome as Falk, and his moustache wasn't as splendid, but he was my Rio.
What happened to him?
Oh, the plague. The great exodus, you know. He left with the sick people. My Rio is a real hero.
понятно.
What was this exodus you mentioned?
Have you seen the yellow symbols on the houses? They mean danger, plague. No one knows what kind of plague it is, but it's been raging for months now. When it got really bad, and even our benevolent Margrave Sumadan wanted to throw the sick out of the city, this preacher showed up. He called himself Gamat. He had a talisman which couldn't heal people, but could at least ease their suffering a bit.
And he led the sick out of the city? Why did they follow him? Only death awaits them out there, at best.
That's what I said too, and stayed here. But he told the people that redemption awaited them in Clawmore. Salvation from Mishkara's caprice, he called it. And my poor Rio went with him. Maybe I should have stopped him. But Rio was so beautiful, with all his faith and all his passion. I just had to let him go.
Понятно. Все, я пошла отсюда. Задание нам
See you
никакого не
soon,
дало.
Kyron.
Тут там стонет. Там типа тоже чума. Большой город. Глючен.
Just a few pieces of copper. If the gods really do exist, why are they letting me die like this?
Так, понимаю, мне туда. Я туда пойду попозже.
Hey, what do you need?
Чего? Так, что я могу продать? Пока что вот это продам. Это тоже продам. Все. Так, кстати. Кошмар. Фига себе. 300 ОД. Офигеть можно. Чё за талисман? Чё, не могу одеть? А нужно мне. Что такое бремя? Ладно. Идем дальше. Так, сейчас. Ой. Так, что у нас тут еще есть?
Greetings. Where are you going today? Aren't you this Chiron everyone's talking about?
That's me.
Then you have my deepest respect. The city guard feels honored referring to you as the cannibal killer of Warunk.
Innocent people died too.
The prisoners were refugees. Only one true Warunkian died. Don't get me wrong on this, but we can consider ourselves lucky that the whole thing turned out so peacefully.
My decision was tough, but it was right. The cannibal's dead. That's what counts. How is it possible that nobody saw the cannibal?
He was hiding in Moloch Mountain. Nobody dares go there. And he seems to have been hunting only at night.
Sounds a bit thin as an explanation.
Whatever. But why are you here then?
I want to go to the market.
Do you have a pass then? Risk of plague, you understand?
No, but I'm healthy.
No pass, no entry. I'm sorry.
Понятно. Какой большой город. Но выглядит он не очень. О, можно в подвал войти. Что тут есть? Обезвредить ловушку. Так понимаю, это я могу продать. Больше ничего тут нет. Будет повод еще раз к торговцу сходить, кстати, где он. Они все похожи друг на друга. Вон он стоит. Так. Тут я еще не была. Что это? Угу. Нормально. Что это такое? Какие-то разбойники стоят. Сундук. Ого, какие сундуки. Прочитать. Понятно. Думаю, возможно, потом можно что-то с ними сделать. Так. Нам туда, но это попозже.
Murderer!
Чего?
Listen, you don't know what you're talking about.
You caused my brother's death.
Угу.
Was it worth it just for wiping out some cannibal?
Да,
Sooner or
конечно.
later, it'll happen again and we'll all die.
Your brother died for the life of others. He had bad luck. Accept it.
How can you be so cold? May the gods forgive you.
Отстань, женщина. Я все правильно сделал. Иначе бы умерло еще больше людей. Ты ничего не понимаешь. Сундучок. Так, по-моему, я здесь уже была. Или нет? Нет, здесь я не была еще. Ладно, пойдем. Туда-сюда по городу бегать, все равно тут ни хрена нет. Это что? Понятно.
Rhonda, smile upon you.
I'm supposed to pick something up here.
Get in line like all the rest.
Издеваешься?
Might makes right here. Why should it be any different in the soup line?
Watch your tongue, boy. Otherwise, I might teach you some manners.
His Honor Folk of Aravor sent me. My name is Chiron.
You killed the cannibal. The whole quarter is talking about it. His crimes had to be punished. Even if some innocent people had to die, in the end you prevented much worse.
Fewer mouths to feed. One advantage anyway.
Какой он злой, этот
That's not
дядька.
what I meant. Mostly, a hero is the one who makes decisions when others just dither.
Why are you, of all people, standing here handing out soup? Doesn't the Metropolitan have more important tasks for his warriors?
Food is the most precious thing people can hope for in this neighborhood, so one must be able to defend it.
Then it's no better here than out in the Shadowlands.
The difference is, here, anyone who steals is punished. Outside, one can lose his life by accident.
I know. And if you're unlucky, you lose your soul, too.
No, only those who get involved with demons lose their souls. And even in the darkest of days, when nothing else is true, that you can count on, my son.
Please enlighten me. What makes a Rondrian?
We do our duty, protect the weak, fight the evil, honorable deeds. Ever heard of that, boy?
I see. And that's why the food line is in front of the Temple of Primus.
We aren't even certain it is still a temple. Some scoundrel might have desecrated.
No! You really think so?
Something one could believe of those blasphemers who only learn
Come on, give me the extra ration. Obedience is a matter of honor for you, right?
There's a difference between kneeling down and bending over. And it's only the fact that you haven't yet learned that, my son, that saves you from being challenged to a duel. Yet, when the gods are so kind to you, there's only... For behold, the plague rages hard amongst those who have nothing. But every helping...
Ah. If I don't help some patients, you will find that Rondri's will is miraculous.
I see you understand. And by my... Take care of Firinmar, Barnwolf, and Sarabella. They're pious folk. You can find all three here in the refugee camp. 2 of them on this side of the street.
All right, I'll do it. I hope those 3 don't.
These bandages will help you. Keep them if you don't need to use them. Sooner... And now, take the food. Hopefully the...
I know what I'm doing.
Так. Так и не поняла, это мне еда или кому? Где? Кто? Вот.
The Dark Mother sent you. Every moment.
Блин.
It's too early to give up.
I...
Кошмар. Чё за... Вы кто?
Stop right there. Get out of my way, or I will
Бандиты
make you
какие-то.
wish you had.
We saw you at the temple. You didn't go to the back of the
И
line.
чё?
I took what was mine to take.
You have a whole basket full of food. Food which could satisfy all our hungers.
This time I was lucky. Maybe next time it'll be you.
Our children are sick. Without food, they may not wake up tomorrow, if they can even fall asleep.
I too have a hungry family.
You and yours, you're only 3. Your basket could feed 12 people. Give it to us, and nobody has to die today.
Давайте поделюсь.
Here, take it.
Thank you, Chiron. May Mother Travia watch over you. We'll never forget your generosity.
Вообще уже. Такие стояли, ждали меня. В уголке.
Please, anything you have got spare?
Где еще один ходит? Я его не вижу.
Just a few pieces of copper.
Так, где-то здесь, походу. Вот.
You're not looking well, but you don't smell like the other sick ones.
Sick? No. Borok's men did this. I didn't have enough with me to pay their fee. When they're done with you, your body feels like it's filled with glowing hot nails.
Try this.
Thank you. Stay away from Borok.
Так, может быть, мне можно где-то. Немножко повысить свои навыки. Понятно. Ладно. Вот женщину я помню. Я с ней уже говорила. Так, теперь куда? Другая сторона улицы. Так понимаю, где-то здесь. Где я тут была уже. А вот.
Mother Parade. It hurt.
Maybe I can prevent it from ending like this.
The 12 gods.
Ну, что дальше?
Just a few pieces of copper.
О, сестренка.
I shared with some hungry people. Falk and his feast shall go to the nameless.
My Chiron. A good soul through and through. Maybe I'll stay here with you and not get married.
Sounds like a plan.
What if the wedding ring suddenly disappears? Or even the Virgin Bride herself?
Nice idea. But if you want to run away again, pick somewhere better than Moloch Mountain. That'll make it easier to bring you back.
It was so charming there.
Funny.
Chiron, listen to me. That magic in Moloch Mountain, I think it woke something in me.
We've both somehow learned to do magic.
Yes?
Maybe we're mages. It's often detected late.
No, that's not what I mean.
What do you mean then?
Chiron,
What is it?
Чё? Какого? Какого лешего? Что за фигня?
What? Why?
At least once. I had to do that at least once before I married.
Вообще
You're my
уже.
sister, damn it!
Don't you think I know that? I wanted it anyway.
Oh, of course, it had to be now. Can't you find
Вообще.
someone else for these little experiments?
I can too, anytime I want. But I don't want anyone else.
Ты
Brother
спятила.
and sister, that's forbidden.
If I have to do something forbidden, then it should at least be worth it. That's what my brother taught me.
Это вообще, я не знаю, что сказать и что сделать. С одной стороны ее жалко, но с другой... Они же брат и сестра, ё-моё. Что за фигня?
And now your brother tells you that you should not desert your family. We didn't get you this miserable wedding ring for
Ты
nothing.
должна выйти замуж,
I'm afraid it
извини.
won't be that easy. The wedding ring's gone.
Ты издеваешься?
It's gone?
Someone took it from our tent when we were in Moloch Mountain. I discovered the theft just this morning.
The ring was everything we had left. And it was hidden well. The thief must have known exactly where to look.
The smuggler who sold us the ring. He probably gave the thief a hint.
That's why he ran off so quickly. We won't find him, but the thief might still be in Morocco.
Can you find out who stole it? Can you get it back? And I'll search for this smuggler. Let's see how fast he'll run in the end.
Have fun, ferocious one.
Пипец. Женщина.
Chiron,
Флиртовать. Чего? А можно уйти? Да блин, какого черта? Я не хочу с собственной сестрой этого делать. Это же жесть.
This is stupid. Why, of all people, am I supposed to bring your wedding ring back? And moreover, why does anybody steal from us at all? We barely have anything.
come on. Don't make it more difficult for us. The sooner we have the stuff back, the more quickly we'll have Fulk's visit out of the way.
One day I will kill that bastard.
Chiron,
I...
you are insatiable, mighty warrior. The bards keep singing loud about the deeds you...
If there's only cold chicken instead of sweet and juicy...
Come on, don't make it more difficult for us. The sooner...
Да. Я в шоке. Да с ней надо поговорить.
Chiron!
Someone stole something from my family. Did you see anything?
I know only one person around here who would tangle with you. Borak the Bruiser.
Strange name.
Borak isn't as harmless as you think. When the Wandrians aren't here, he acts like he rules the refugee camp. He extorts protection money from people, and if they don't pay, he robs them. And he has a lot of people under his command.
Let's see how tough he really is. Where can I find him?
His tent is here in the camp. Really give him something to think about. Gods know he's earned it. He keeps following me around all the time, and I'm running out of excuses.
I'll see what I can do.
Before you go, earlier you helped a few friends of mine. You know, the ones that were so hungry? They wanted to show their gratitude. That's why I'm supposed to give you this.
It bears symbols of Archdemon Thargonatos.
A talisman of Tigikul. Very, very forbidden. If the guards catch Borak with that, we are rid of him.
Oh, I understand. And I'm supposed to plant it on Borak.
I'll distract him while you put the talisman in his chest. It's sure to be somewhere around his territory. Then you rat him out to the guard. That's better than to the Rondrians. Just let me know when you're ready.
What was that bit about?
His tent. Really give him something to think about. He keeps following me. Then you... Just let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Let us honor Master Borak with a handful of dew.
Yeah.
And here I thought you'd never ask.
Так, где ты, тетя? Уже убежала. Мы зашли на их территорию. Боже, что с ним?
Borak,
What do you want?
you made me an offer recently, didn't you?
Yes, I did, you sweet, saucy little thing.
Could you tell me again what you meant? I didn't really understand it all.
I mean, it's a shame that a pretty girl like you doesn't have a real protector. You know, a real
Блин, я
man.
туда
But
хочу.
the Rondrians protect us. They're powerful warriors, aren't they, Borak?
Я все сделала.
Of course. You know, you're very special. That's why you should have a very special guardian, too.
Oh, that's so sweet of you, Borak. But I know so few people. Do you know of anyone who could protect me?
Well, I could protect you, for example.
But you always have so much to do. All those big deals you're always talking about. Surely that's far too upsetting for me.
I'll be happy to do it, Rita. I'd be happy to do that for you.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. That you're willing to protect me just like that. I always knew that you really have a heart of gold, Borak.
Yeah, just
За
like
ужас.
that.
It would only be until my poor Rio returns.
Долго ты будешь
I
не
don't want to
болтать
be
до
any
стану.
burden.
Я пошла.
I mean, Rio, if he's...
Куда дальше? А, к стражнику, наверное.
God? The name is Belalhard. Belalhard.
Да-да-да.
What do you have to report, citizen?
I have demonic machinations to report, Lance Corporal.
Demonic machinations? Where, who, and when?
Borak from the refugee camp. I watched him worship the archdemon Thargunatov.
Can you prove that?
He had a demonic artifact. If you searched his tent, I'm sure you'll find it.
All right, citizen. Fellow. The city of Warrank would like to thank you. The city of Warrank will look into the matter immediately and find... Oh, if it isn't
Ну
the
что?
light of the sorrowful countenance and his baggage. Come with me, Borak.
Я пока
Please, little man, you can't
обручальное
do anything
кольцо.
against
Вот
me.
кто украл.
You're under arrest for possession of demonic artifacts.
Я думаю, почему-то это нельзя
And you
открыть.
learned that
Чайно.
off by heart. Oh, nice. And now... What? I have no idea how that got in there.
Ага, не знаю там.
We'll ascertain the facts in a detailed interrogation. Therefore, come along.
Урод.
Impossible. I have nothing to do with it. Borak has nothing to do with the chest in his possession. We'll take that down as the first point. I have no idea how that got in there. We'll ascertain the facts in a detailed
нас тут.
interrogation. Therefore, come along. Impossible.
Печально.
I have nothing to
Что,
do
они
with it.
повторяют одно и то
Borak
же?
has nothing to do with the chest
Ладно.
in his possession.
Пойдем отсюда.
Take that down as the first point. I have no idea how that got there.
Такая, конечно, игра вся в коричневых тонах. Так, надо опять к сестре. Я так понимаю. Сообщите, что кольцо я верну.
Why are they letting me die like this?
Chiron, did you...
Yes. Now you can just go get yourself all prettied up for Mr. Bridegroom.
Come on, it's not that bad. Maybe I can cheer you up. Do you remember the deed we found in Moloch
Да.
Mountain? While seeking the smuggler, I ran into Priadin Carstig's wife. Her children were so happy when they got the deed to their house back. They even gave me a couple of herrings as thanks, but
Челёнок.
I bartered them for something that smells better. Here is your share. Let's say it's a little token of gratitude for my saviour.
Чё? Ты типа
Folk
завтрак
will be in
сделал?
here soon.
Chiron, I
чё?
can't marry him. I know that now. Whatever you may think about us, you and me, please help me.
So we're leaving Warunk. You and I. Now.
And father? We can't. There must be another way to get citizenship.
Londra smile upon you, your grace.
Это этот, что ли?
Please,
Жених.
Chiron, help me. Help us.
О, и как я помогу? Если они уже
Calandra, my
здесь.
lovely, how are you? Greetings, Kyle.
Какой он некрасивый
I'm
дядя.
alright.
Obviously. I hope you enjoyed my little gift. How unfortunate that you didn't have the decency to wait a moment with the food. I feel it's a question of dignity. At least you spared one half of it.
That?
You will learn it all very quickly, I'm most sure of that. Then may I introduce to you my beloved mother.
О боже. Она эльфийка?
Greetings, my dear. Oh, and this young beauty just has to be little Calandra, am I right?
I'm pleased to make your acquaintance, highborn lady.
Давай послушаем.
Are you excited? Yes, I would be too. Once you bloom, you will have powers at your command, the likes of which you can now only imagine.
I don't quite understand, dear lady.
The love, the power. You're still just a girl. But soon you will realize what opportunities open up to you once you've become a woman. As an expert recognizes the inner workings of the stars in order to make use of them, so too will your soul one day rise to the greatest of heights.
I'm afraid I still don't quite follow you.
Then tell me one thing.
Чего?
Would you pay blood for a precious gem or love for a pebble?
I think I do not know.
My, but how pretty, little Calandra. We will meet again soon.
I am not listening to any more of this! Chiron, this woman is mad, and this wedding is nothing but a lie!
Such anger, such power.
Of course I understand you, Kyle.
Почему они так странно дышат? Как будто на волнах качаются.
You know, a woman would do you good too. Why don't you take this pass and try your luck in the city?
I won't let him have you. Folk of Aravor! You will fall by my hand if need be.
Боже. Ты спятил, чувак. Ты куда? Куда он убежал? Что происходит? Чё?
You have already caused us enough disgrace. Be glad you can now at least enter the city. You have all.
Ну вот отец не хочет с ним разговаривать. И куда ты убежал? И зачем? Что происходит вообще? Куда он бежит?
Stop right there, loudmouth.
Слышь, почему тебя отпустили?
Greetings. I see you've brought help.
You've broken into my chest and put this demon thing in it. And then you ratted me out to the guards.
And now you're here to cry on my shoulder.
Your ears is what I'll cut off and pay to the guy who let me out of prison. Men, get 'em. 2 girls to the man who brings me his
Боже.
balls.
Кошмар. Паль 60. Я нет хотела сделать, ну ладно. Куда? Ты куда, чувак? Текстура провалился. Все? А не, он еще. До востока. Я же убила вашего лидера, вы должны уходить. Еще будут? Или все? Все. Вот кто?
Well, you sure showed him, didn't you? Very nice, very nice.
Did you know that guy?
Unfortunately, yes, but I didn't much care for him either.
Has he robbed or blackmailed you?
Neither, he was behind on his payments.
In arrears?
May I introduce myself? I'm Parel Notgelf from the Kreutzer cartel. Urunkian underworld, understand?
I see. You're the debt collector.
More like the leader.
Одни бандиты.
Congratulations.
I like you, boy. Say, maybe you'd be interested in working for us. You could improve your finances, and every once in a while the cartel has a few other things to give away.
We'll see.
You need not decide immediately, just come to the end.
Sure.
See you soon then. The Kreutzer cartel.
Это типа дополнительное задание, что ли? На рынке. Ой, меток нету, да? Карта мне нужна. Где здесь рынок? Ладно, потом посмотрим.
The cough will go away. I'm sure. Caustics were really lucky. Some honest soul found the deed to their house.
Here you are again, my hero from the refugee camp. See you soon.
I'd like to go to the market. Here's my pass.
Thanks again for the information. We've been after Borak for a long time, but we could never find... People have been covering. Nice to see that someone finally...
I always try to help.
Absolutely worthy of honor. By the way, the city guard is always looking for capable young men like yourself. guards do have some benefits. The forge always supplies us first, and if you're interested, you can find Fergalosh in our headquarters, east of the market. Just say...
My thanks.
Oh, wait. You haven't even shown me a pass yet. I'm afraid I must insist.
You're only doing your duty. Of course I have a pass.
Excellent. Then I wish you an enjoyable and profitable day at the market.
The Metropolitan has decreed, whosoever pacts or communicates with demons shall burn.
Do you even know which end of a sword?
Greetings, Dorangrash.
I'm Chiron. Belhahad sent me to see you. He said you're looking for capable men.
Are you a capable man, then?
I defeated Borak.
Kangrosh Garashwoks! That was you!
Just me, myself, and I.
Then the city guard could really use you. Interested in an assignment?
What kind of assignment are you offering?
The brothel in Kreutzer Alley. Its owner is earning so much money now that the Kreutzer cartel is becoming interested. Protection money, you can.
So, the Kreutzer cartel.
There are also some strange rumors about the services offered there. Disgusting rumors, if you ask me.
Tell me.
Let's say the girls there are maybe not as full of life as they could be.
Who in all the hells would pay for that kind of service?
I don't know. But a beating will be enough to bring the brothel owner to his senses. And of course the guard won't be stingy either. We pay well. So, can I count on you, lad?
So I'm supposed to beat up the brothel's owner?
You should realize just where Angrosh's hammer hangs. But don't cripple him, if you can avoid it.
And what happens if I do find signs of...
Then the guards would finally have a reason to search the whore. So that's why you have to go, lad, and no one else. If my people...
I get it. Tell me more about this brothel. Why do you think that the brothel owner is interested in a necromancer's services?
I'm sure you've heard. The necromancers had their way in Warunk for years. Eventually the people just got used to them.
The Rondrians pursue necromancers and demon worshippers mercilessly. And you think that doesn't help?
Lad, I've seen people who've gone to their deaths rather than change their habits. That goes for normal Warunkrians just the same as it does for the Kreutzer cartel. And, unfortunately, even for my own lads. Sometimes you have just to live with the fact that people have preferences that stink to high heaven. There's nothing you can do except hold your nose.
You said the Kreutzer cartel was blackmailing the owner of the brothel.
At least I can well imagine that their leader, Parel, will soon try. After all, the business is producing more and more gold. We can't allow the cartel to grow any more powerful. If we can get a handle on that whorehouse, then maybe we can finally open a shaft.
What?
We get a chip off the boulder. Oh, how do you biggins put it? A foot in the door. We have to be able to show our presence in Kreutzer Alley without starting a war. Just recently, a civilian came to me to report the theft of... right, the stone, not the man. And the only ones who come to mind...
Could Folk of Arivor have some...
By Angrosh's beard, are you mad? Do you not ken what you're saying? I mean, I can't stand the bugger myself, but he...
Oh, I have my...
Well, I can't say aught about that. Maybe you'll get a... But, in truth, no Rondrian can afford to be seen especially if there really are
Do I hear a little aversion to Rondrians there?
They may be honourable warriors, but they let others do the dirty work. And the first time you tell them the truth to their faces, out comes the two-handed sword. Many of them only see the world as black and white, fire and water. They forget that there's something in between. The grey, the mud. Let's talk about something else, lad.
Again, but slowly this time. What exactly does this city guard in Warunk do?
One cannot simply abandon the city to itself, or the cartel. Then everything would go to the dragon around here. We are responsible for the lower town, at least for the part the Rondrians grabbed for themselves.
I see. After the liberation, they took their share of the spoils.
Right, we are Margrave's Sumadan's people. That's why we keep ourselves out of the affairs of the Rondrians. Ha! If they have their way, the whole city will soon be holier than a temple.
And what role does the Kreutzer cartel play?
They're criminals, interested only in their profits. Smugglers, thieves, and murderers. And their leader, Parel, is the worst of them all.
Tell me a little more about yourself.
I'm Fergalosh, son of Farug. 85 years' experience in battle. The last 20 as a mercenary leader. Many of my lads are still working for me.
The Rondrians liberated Warunk, and at least in the western city, they rule pretty strictly. So why does the city need a guard?
Ah, Rondrians. The people fear them. I'm telling you, lad, you have to know the people to lead them. And I know...
Thank you for your trust, Sergeant.
You accept the assignment?
Yes, Sergeant.
Excellent. The owner of the Thorned Road. Good luck.